Hello, everybody. Welcome to another Vampire the Masquerade Heritage Battlegrounds overview video. This is Ash and Simon here in the nice game underground bunker in these apocalypse times. Today we are talking about the battleground called The Rise of Humanity. If you haven't watched the other videos, you might be a little confused, so you can go through to the start of the series and watch all of the battlegrounds that come into play.
This is the 19th century, and this has brought many changes to the human world with the Age of Enlightenment, industrialization, and so on and so forth. And the battleground Rise of Humanity reflects these changes and how they impact the vampiric world.
So if we see this as being a replacement for the Beast Within battleground, thematically, the Beast Within was about choosing a path, choosing a point of view and a worldview, and just sticking with it resolutely. Whereas this is much more about changing with the times, about adaptation, and about being fluid in order to keep up with the rise of humanity. The rules for this battleground are very similar to the Beast Within with some important changes. So to begin with, every player, every turn, as usual, is going to have to recruit a character from the bloodline, from the queue into their bloodline. When they do that, we're going to look at the second gem in this case, which is either blue or yellow, and it's going to have some impact on your clan morality. Now, in the Beast Within, you wanted to match that clan morality that you already were. In this case, you don't want to. You want to not match it. If that happens, you're going to flip your token and you're going to stay in place. Now, let's say that we had not recruited a yellow character. We had recruited a character with a blue gem. In this case, the La Sombra marker would have been flipped. It was still blue, and it would have moved down one step. So at the end of the game, you're going to score points depending on where that clan morality token is.
You can, as always, impact the way the battleground goes with the battleground scheme. And as opposed to the Beast Within, you now actually, using the scheme, have a way not only to increase your own clan morality, but also to decrease an opponent's clan morality.
Exactly. And just like the Beast Within, at the end of every round, we're going to look at this battleground and use it to determine who's going to be the first player in the next round.
In terms of strategy, the Rise of Humanity is not too complicated. And that's actually a good thing for me, because what I get with the Rise of Humanity is a very clear-cut ups and downs calculation. If I take this character, I'm going to keep my points, and if I take the other character, I'm going to lose them, and there's not a lot of things that can change that.
Right, and it is, you said keep there, and that's one of the differences here, is that every player is actually going to start at the top of the board, and you have this pool of humanity that you're trying to keep over the course of the game, as opposed to the Beast Within, where it's very much a kind of, a path that you're walking, you're trying to get to the top of it.
Right, and it feels much worse, right? If you
end up
lower.
Exactly. Yeah, it does. So for me, I think the most powerful strategic element here is the first player marker. Because, as I said before, this is the player in the lowest position on this track is going to take the first player marker on this battleground in the next round. And unlike the Beast Within, you through the battleground scheme, you can directly impact who that's going to be.
Exactly. Like using the scheme, you can put someone else in the lowest position and make them the star player, which sometimes is much better than you yourself being the star player.
Yes, I mean, particularly in the last round, it's very nice to be the one that can take that last movement on the battlegrounds. However, it is also nice to manipulate that to get a double turn. If you're lost in one round and then you can manage to go first in the next round, especially if a juicy ancilla comes up on the queue and you want to like swoop in there and get it before the other players. And that concludes our overview of the Rise of Humanity Battleground. I hope you've been enjoying these videos. We will be coming out with another video soon which explains the final battleground, and from there we will be explaining clans and some other elements of Vampire the Masquerade heritage.
Right, and if you like this kind of content and want to see more, we'd be happy if you like the video, if you subscribe.
Stay safe out there, stay clean, and we'll see you next time.